where the powers of government are to be exercised or any law, any other law that is inconsistent with it, to the extent of that inconsistency is I've picked some of the things that I think are relevant for our discussion today. Inactions would affect the dignity, liberty, equality, the rights, the natural rights, the fundamental rights of another person, then, I mean, you come under 12.1. So this one reform, important for us to know. Freedoms of others, I think we get, I mean, it's commonly said where one person's rights end, another person's begins. So this provision is limiting the rights you enjoy as individuals, so that you're in exercising your rights, you do not infringe on another person's rights, and then your enjoyment of the rights does not, it mentions public interest. It does not go against public interest as well. Now, throughout chapter 5, I mean, chapter 5 is what contains human rights in our constitution. Throughout chapter 5, various provisions have limitations embedded in them as well. I mean, the language of the in there, subject to public good, subject to public morality, subject to blah blah blah, national security. CRC is recommending that we should have one general limitation. I mean, a test, one general test should be provided in Article 12.2. So there should be an amendment which should provide just one general limitation to rights, a test to rights. So whatever way you are being limited, if you put it through this test and it doesn't meet every individual, every single element of the test, then that right cannot be taken away from you. So it's a strict test that is being demonstrated in democratic society. D, the limitation is proportionate to the objective pursued. So, I mean, introduces a proportionality test. Is the limitation proportionate to the objective you want to pursue? The reason why you are limiting that interest, is it? And then no less restrictive means are reasonably available to achieve the objective. I think we can put the Achimota case, the Achimota Rasta case through this test, just so we get what CRC wants to achieve here. So if Achimota should be able to limit the guy's right to practice his religion of keeping his dreadlocks. They should be able to meet this test that A, the limitation is authorized by a law, that there's a law that allows that you can stop someone and you can, limit the how far someone could practice their religion. Or is there's a law that allows you to do that. There has to be a law first. B, the limitation pursues a legitimate constitutional objective. There should be a legitimate constitutional objective. What constitutional objective are you seeking to achieve by asking the guy to cut his hair, or by saying the guy cannot, because it's out of our criminal law, personal liberty, and makes provisions for exceptions, and then even for arrest. It talks about the 48-hour rule, how you shouldn't be held without court for 48 hours and stuff like that. But then it says nothing about the state's duty to sustain your life during that lawful arrest, during that lawful detention. So a person may be lawfully arrested and will not have basic necessities of life. A typical example, if anyone has been arrested here before, they'll be able to confirm, males especially. You get arrested, they tell you to take off your clothes. You may end up just in boxer shorts. By the police to come and be feeding the person he got arrested, the person he made a complaint for and got arrested, because they don't have any money to feed the person. What should be your state? Establishes human dignity. Who have been, whose right to liberty, or who have been detained in police cells as a new standalone right. And then Article 15 should also be amended to state that the denial of adequate food and custodial hunger is innocent until proven guilty, a strong presumption. The current Article 19 as it is looks good and all of that. It says here enforcement or implementation. So now, if this recommendation should go through, every single person in Ghana would have the right to legal. It won't be limited to matters in which you have reason reasonable grounds for being a party in. It's not limited to such. So it guarantees, legal aid. It takes away that filter of reasonable grounds.